Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Monday, August 8th, 2022. I don't even know where to start this. A lot of very important things we need to cover. Let's start off with some news, okay? This is one of those things that you have to, I'm laughing already. Just take this in. So the Senate passed what they're calling the Inflation Reduction Act, and it's costing $369 billion to reduce inflation. How about no? That's the title of this act. But what they're doing to sell it to you, they want you to buy it, of course. Rah, 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 it's great. We're going to spend another freaking nearly $400 billion, and it's a good thing. Well, they're selling it to you this way because it's going to support U.S. energy strength. We're going to make it. We're going to do it. Every freaking administration tells you how, energy independent we are, and we're going to finally do it. Well, they're selling it to you again, the same narrative. Also, it's for climate change. So they're selling it to you in that manner. The Inflation Reduction Act going to cost you about $400 billion. All this really is, people, is another mechanism that you know how it works. They come up with anything they can, any reason at all, to pull cash into the now, to continue to inflate. Where's all this cash coming from? I mean, my God, man. It's absolutely insane. What did I tell you? Yesterday, they have increased the national debt 20% in just the last 2 years. It took 250 years to build up, what we're at now, $30 trillion. In the last 2 years, we increased that by 20%. Make it up. Make any of this stuff. You can't do it. But you see, the lie, and you're not allowed to know it, is that this is how the debt-based economic model functions. If you believe for a nanosecond, honestly, that this Inflation Reduction Act, I'm laughing, that's going to cost you nearly $400 billion, is going to in any way, shape, or form slow the pace of inflation, then you are sincerely brainwashed. All this is going to do is assure inflation is going to climb even faster. When you create cash out of nothing, especially in these kind of numbers here, okay, and then you start spreading it around wherever it's going to go, it ain't going to anything they're telling you, well, you can rest assured that inflation is going to skyrocket. But you see, our loving, caring members of Congress, they have to continue to lie to you. I'm telling you, this should be a revolution. I've been telling you this for years. We need a revolution in this country because we're losing. And who's suffering? We, the freaking people, okay, because we let it all go. We've allowed this to happen via the misinformation and the propaganda being spread by the mainstream media. That's really the truth here. Here's something else kind of interesting before we go to the market here. So we all understand that the European Central Bank has introduced an unlimited bond buying program. Well, they have expanded on it. Remember I was saying, hey, explain to me how they're going to, do more than unlimited. Well, this is what they're doing now. European Central Bank has now increased bond purchases in the Italian markets, the Spanish markets, and the Greek debt markets. Imagine my shock. Oh, no, you haven't seen anything yet. Now, here's something else. This is really not a secret here, but it's accelerating. In the UK, hopefully some of you watching this video are in the UK, and I want to hear from you. People have been pulling their cash out of UK banks now for quite a while, but now it's accelerating. Now, if you are living in the UK, I want to hear from you. What are you seeing over there? Because this is what's being reported. If they're letting this stuff out, it must be a lot worse than they can't cover it up. So I want to hear from you. I want to know what you think about this. How do you feel, even if you don't live in the UK, about the fact that people are pulling their cash out of the banks? First of all, I think this is something that should be done. There's no reason at all to have hordes of cash anywhere if you happen to have some laying in some bank, okay, just sitting there earning interest way less than the actual rate of inflation, which guarantees what? You're being robbed blind. Your cash, by sitting in these institutions, even if it's a high yield savings account, you're getting wiped out. You're getting eliminated. You're getting erased. You got to put your cash to work in something. High yield savings account here in the United States, maybe 1% yield, 1% annual yield. You got to be high as a kite to allow them to get. This is theft on an unbelievable scale here. So do what the people in the UK are doing. Get your cash out of the banks. Okay, you want to win. You want to take down the system. That's how you can do it. If we really had a mass bank run, which we won't have, okay, there's not enough of people like you and I to do it. We could end this whole thing here, and and stop being lied to. I mean, this is one more time. I got to cover this. The Senate passed the Inflation Reduction Act that is costing $370 billion to do it. Make that up. And then they're selling it to you, like I said, on, energy security. Absolutely. That's what we need to do this for. And, climate change too. Which for the most part, okay, is a natural condition of the planet. Today, where there are oceans, used to be desert. And where there are desert, used to be oceans. Duh! Okay, I think, learn your history here, people. Nothing is static. Do humans contribute to this via fossil fuel inflation? I guess that's debatable. I would believe, yes, that there is a certain element of that. But overall, this is a natural condition of the freaking planet. You understand? All right, anyway, I hope I don't piss Greta off. Anyway, all right, people, let us move forward. Let's talk about this market here. The 10-year yield jumping yet again. 2.8 as I am doing this video blog. Do you think that's going to last? You saw what happened recently? It's been going up and down like a freaking, I don't know. It's out of control here. And to me, this is instability. And Fed's jumping in here. They're trying to stabilize the debt market. So is the European Central Banks. Why do you think? What's the real reason behind the European Central Bank increasing debt purchases, Italy, Spanish, and in Greece? What do you think the real thing is behind that? Just because they want to buy the debt? That's number one. Yes, they do. Because, again, the more debt a central bank can purchase, the larger their balance sheets grow. I'm not talking about the public one. We're talking about the one that you're not allowed to see. Every single central bank in the world, including most large corporations, have two balance sheets, people. The public one, which they allow you to see. You're allowed to see that one. And then the one that's off balance sheet. All the shit that they do that you're not supposed to know about. Okay. I think that's pretty much common knowledge here. Anyway, so watch for more action. See, look, you know how this works. So the European Central Bank is increasing on unlimited debt buying. The Fed's going to do the same. Okay, and you're going to watch that 10-year yield. I guess we're going to see more gyrations here, but in my view, more effort by the Fed is going to be put into effect to push down the 10-year yield, which creates what? What does that do? It fosters an environment of risk. Cash goes into the stock market. Stock futures right now, and trading doesn't start for about 25 minutes, are higher. Gold and silver getting a bit higher. You got cryptocurrencies doing pretty good. Bitcoin over 24,000. Crude oil taking a hit. That's not good. And the dollar is slightly weaker. That's the story this morning. That's where we stand with everything, people. I think I don't think any of this surprises you. But again, as always, look, I honestly do read the comments, so I want to hear from you. I'm looking forward to it. What's going on here? Are you laughing at the Inflation Reduction Act that's costing you nearly $400 billion? Make that shit up, man. And how they're selling it to you. People in the UK pulling their cash out of the banks at the fastest pace that we've seen yet. European Central Bank increasing asset purchases. I mean, make any of this up. I dare you. No one can do it. Really, honestly. It's an impossibility. So with that said, look, I'm sticking to my guns here. The environment remains risk on. The S&P 500 is nowhere near bear market territory anymore. We are way out of bear market territory. and this debt suppression cycle via central banks here, it's not going to stop. They're going to continue to do this to inflate the market. The stock market is in la land. You know that has no business being here. I mean, not at all. But they're going to continue to inflate, and they're sucking people dry. Why do you think, for example, people in the UK are pulling their cash out of these banks? Because they're smart, number one. Okay, bravo to you, my friends in the UK. For understanding that you need to get your cash out of these perverted, twisted institutions that do not have your best interest in mind. So bravo to you. But you see, American people, in aggregate, they're not even close to having even one functioning brain cell. I really believe this. The American people, in aggregate, are the most dumbed down people on the freaking planet. This is how the Senate can sell something like this, a nearly $400 billion Inflation Reduction Act. This is how they can pull it off. This is how they can do it. Anyway, I think you're well aware of what's going on. All right, people, look, love you a lot again. Please comment. I love reading the comments. I learned from all of you. Let me know what you think about this video. I can always use a thumbs up. Makes me happy. And share it. Get it out there. I'll see all of you at the end of the day. You can count on it.